Good afternoon. I'm going to show you how to make a Google form to have parents sign up for parent-teacher conferences. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to go here into the waffle and find Google Forms. Here it is, it's purple. So we open it up and then we click this plus and start a new form, and we'll call it Parent-Teacher Conference Sign Up Sheets. And if you click up here, it names this the same thing, so that helps. The first thing that we want to do, we want to go here in the toolbar, and we want to uncheck restrict to users in Albany County School District 1, because we want people outside of ACSD 1, also known as parents, to be able to sign up. And we want to collect their email addresses. I like to send them a response receipt, so I say always. And then I go over here to presentation, and I want to unclick show link to submit another response, because I don't want them submitting more than once. And I'm going to say, after they're finished, thank you for signing up. I will email you a confirmation soon. We know that will be taken care of because Google's going to do it for us since we clicked it over here, right? So then we click save, and we need to put a form description. Please sign up for a conference on either 10/21/20 or 10/22/20. Thank you. All right, so the first question I'm going to ask is parent name. And Google knows, because of this question, that it should be a short answer, so it changes it to short answer over here. So you have all sorts of options, but short answer is what we want. So we're going to say that, and we're going to say it's required because we want to know the parents' names. We have to know that, or we don't know who we're going to meet with. And then after that, we're going to click on this little plus guy that adds a question, and we're going to say student name. Once again, it knows it's a short answer, and we say required. Now, this is the next question here that we're going to add. This is where we're going to get a little bit fancy. So I'm going to say, would you prefer to conference via Zoom or with a telephone call? Question mark. All right, so in this one, I'm going to say Zoom, and here I'll say telephone call. All right, now, once again, this needs to be required. So we're going to go over here. I have to scroll up a little bit. Say required, and then you're going to click these three buttons that are beside it, and you're going to choose go to section based on answer. All right, now we're going to click on these two bars. This is to add a section, and the first section we're going to call Zoom option. And we'll add a question underneath it, and we'll say, which email address do you want me to send your Zoom invitation to? All right, so we'll have a short answer there. And then we're going to, after we do that one, we're going to click again, and we're going to say telephone option. We're going to click plus and add a question. And we're going to say, which phone number would you like for me to call? Question mark. Alrighty. Now, before we go back up and change our options, we're going to add one more section, and we're going to call this section date section. Spell correctly, date section. All right. So we go back up here, and up to this guy. We click inside the white box and it opens it up so that we can edit the question. And you'll notice that there are these little arrows that you can click on and it opens up and you can tell it if they answer Zoom that you want them to go to section 2, which is the Zoom option. So we're going to say that there. And here we're going to click on this arrow and we're going to say that we want them to go to the telephone option. So that way, when they answer, it goes straight to the next thing. All right, so here, after section 1, after they've answered this, we want them to go to the next section. So it'll take them here. Okay, so after they've answered Zoom, we want to click on this guy and we're going to say that we want them to go to the date section. And same thing here, it will continue to next section, would work either way, but you can say date section. All right, so then we're going to add another question down here and we're going to say, which day would you like to meet? My goodness. And we don't want it to be a short answer. We want this to be, we can do like multiple choice or a drop down, either one. So the first choice will be October 21st. The second one will be October 22nd. Then we're going to add another section, and this section will be called October 21st. And then we're going to add another section that we're going to call October 22nd. Now let's go back up to this. Let's go back up to this guy. And once again, this needs to be required. And we're going to click on the 3 and we're going to say go to section based on answer. And of course, if they choose October 21st, we want them to go to the October 21st section. If they choose October 22nd, we want them to go to the October 22nd section. Now we're going to get really fancy. We're going to go down here and we're going to click here and we're going to say what time would you like to meet? And I'll just put in like 4 times here. Let's see, let's say noon, 12:15 p.m., 12:30 p.m., 35 p.m. All right, so there's 4 options just to show you what it's like. All right, and now let's go down to October 22nd and let's do the same thing. So what time would you like to meet? And we'll put in, let's see, 8 a.m. 8:15 a.m. 8:30 a.m. 8:45 a.m. and 9 a.m. All right. First of all, we're going to go back up here. We've already done that. Okay, so we're okay. Now, we're going to use an add-on to do what's called a choice eliminator. So to choose an add-on, you go here, and if you haven't done it before, you'll have to like find the add-on. But the add-on that I like to use is called Choice Eliminator 2. So we'll click on this, and then it says configure. Click on that. And the author is really grumpy. He wants to make sure that we know that we have to do a drop-down question type instead of multiple choice for better reliability. So we're going to go here. See, this says multiple choice. We want to change it to drop-down. And same thing here, because we're going to do the choice eliminator on this guy also. All right, so we go back up here. And it's not going to like this because I have the same question twice. So we'll say, what time would you like to meet on 10/21? Question mark. And here on 1022 question mark. I apologize. We're going to have to do this over again because I messed up with that. Go back into Choice Eliminator 2. Get the grumpy message. Say close. All right. So now we have what time would you like to meet on 1021? When I click on that, see there's this little box and I say eliminate choices. And it's creating blink, 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 blink. All right. So now you have a check mark, and that means that if somebody chooses, say, 8 a.m., it'll go away and no one else will be able to choose that. So let's go down here to the other one for October 22nd, and we're also going to click Eliminate Choices. It's still creating it, so we're going to be patient and wait. All right, that's done. So now we can close this, and you'll notice it changed them to required. That's fine. So there's one more thing that we need to do to finish this up. We want to, after section 5, we don't want them to go into October 22nd because that would be just, they'd sign up for 2 conferences and that would be a problem. So we want to click here and we want to say submit form. So that way when they're done with October 21st, they're done with the form. And you don't have to do that down here because this is the last question. Now, if you want to, there's other things you can do, like you can customize the theme, you can choose an image. Let's see, we'll just pick one. Let's pick this one. All right, and then you see insert. See, it puts it up here at the top. And then you can pick what color you want the theme to be, your background color. You can also pick if you want like formal, decorative, playful, whatever kind of font you want. So you do that. And then the thing that I always like to do before I send something out to someone is to make sure that it works. So if you go in here under preview, you can sign up. So let's pretend I'm signing up for a parent-teacher conference. Andrea Wilkeson at gmail.com, because I'm going to pretend I'm a parent. And my name is Andrea Wilkeson. I'm going to sign my dog up. Let's pretend that my dog is a student. His name is Baxter, so Baxter Wilkeson. Would I prefer to conference via Zoom or with a telephone call? I'm going to say a telephone call. Next. And it skips that whole email address. And it says, what telephone number would you like me to call? 867-5309. Next. Which day would you like to meet? I want to meet on October 22nd. Next. What time would you like to meet? And then we have our little pull down menu. And I'll say I want to meet at 8 a.m. and hit submit. Select all squares with traffic lights. I guess it wants to make sure I'm a real person. So verify. There you go. So I know that it works. And let's say that I want to go back and see, like edit or something. I just go back over here and you can see that I have one response. Now, something that's really nice that you can do, you can see the responses here, but you can also hit this little green square and it makes a spreadsheet for you. And that is just really handy dandy when you want to go in and look at it. So it links you to the spreadsheet. And see here, I can see when the person signed up, their email address, the parent name, the student name, telephone call, their phone number, what day they want to meet, and what time. So I hope that helps you out. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. And I also have a template that I made that you're welcome to use if you prefer to do that instead of making your own parent-teacher conference sign-up sheet. It's awilkeson@acsd1.org. Thank you very much.